Hey, it's Mike. Mike working? Everything working? I had to test it. I think it's working. I think it's good. Okay. Hey, Easy Market. Good to see you here. Snoggle. Good to see you. Absolutely. Cumbersome. Good to see you here. Glad you came back. Fake Human, of course. It's always good to see Fake Human here. We got Jenna Morton. Good to see you. And Struth. Greetings to Struth. And we got Duke of Squirrels. Good to see you. Everybody, please welcome. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I got a lot of videos, man. I got a lot to talk about. And I want to watch some Krishna videos too. We're gonna take a trip into the Krishna zone. I want to do that. Hey, we got Jolynn. Good to see you. I hope everybody joins in and contributes to the conversation that we're going to have regarding these cult leaders and this doctor who actually analyzes these cult leaders. I didn't know. I did a search on his YouTube channel, and I was looking exactly for this type of stuff, and I couldn't find it. And then all of a sudden one popped up, and I said, oh, that's what I was looking for. And then I said, oh, he's got a bunch. So I found what I was looking for. That's what I'm trying to say. Hey, Weird Planet, good to see you here. Yeah, you know, he's been talking, he talks about you now. He talks about you. So I would imagine that you go round and round with him, but I got a little update on him. Yep, absolutely cumbersome. And let's get right to this opening so we can get right to these videos. Okay, let's see what do we got here? I guess it's this one. I don't know.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay, so yeah, some observations. Yeah, I guess you guys been getting on his nerves. He's talking about you guys. Um, now I was in there but you can't. I guess I'm blocked. You can't see anything that I say. Hey, Fake Human, absolutely gotta. Gotta dance. You gotta dance, and you gotta rub your stones. You gotta rub your stones and dance, and all of that. Hey, it's Rafal. Hey, man, good to see you here. Let's get some of that yabba dabba. Oh my goodness, these volume levels. Yeah, we got some yabba dabba doo going on. We got some. What happened? What happened? You do it.
Boom, 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 I can dance. Boom, 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 yay.
Okay.
Sing it with me, and then you'll know. Boom, 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 yay. You go, lady. Boom, 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 yay.
And then you'll know. You go, lady. Uh-oh. What problem is with ISKCON? The problem with ISKCON is it's full of shit. A bunch of pedophiles, racism, sexism, child marriage, pedophilia, you name it. I mean, suicides. It's a bunch of bullshit. You waste your life for a bunch of bullshit. Along with the racism, sexism, child marriage, pedophilia. I mean, come on. You got to be... They don't drink and rape girl like you. What are you talking about? You're fucking... You know what? You're an idiot. They do. They do. They rape. I'm your father here. Give all answer. No, you're not. You're a piece of shit is what you are. All right? So you need to shut up and just listen so you can get out of this fucking cult. Because while you're in this cult, you're just going to be blabbing bullshit. So you need to shut the fuck up and listen. You either shut up and listen, or I'll just ban you, and then you won't be able to defeat the purpose of you being here. So it's up to you. See, I don't put up with this bullshit. You want to take your fucking Krishna shit somewhere else. I'm gonna tell you that right now. This ain't the place for it. Because that's what I do. You want positive shit, go to an ISKCON page. You'll get all the positive shit you want at an ISKCON page. There's 10 million fucking ISKCON pages where all they talk about it is the bullshit, is their good bullshit. The fuck is wrong with you? Why do they only focus on the good parts? How come ISKCON doesn't focus on the racism and the sexism and the child marriage and the pedophilia? Why don't you ask them that? Why don't you go to the ISKCON page, go to your nearest ISKCON temple, and ask them, how come you only focus on the good parts? Why don't you focus on the gurukul and the kids and the sexual abuse and the domestic abuse? Why don't you ask them that? Have you ever gone to an ISKCON guru and asked them about that? And say, why don't you focus on the good stuff, on the bad stuff? Why don't you focus on the bad stuff? You ever asked them that? Or are you too stupid? Why don't you go and ask a guru? Why was Saloshan shot in the head? Why were all these little girls married off at 12 years old? Huh? Why was all these Rupa Manjaris raped by these gurus? Why did all these gurus run off with their girlfriends and money? Why don't you ask them that? Why do they always focus on the good shit? Why don't you ask them that? Have you ever asked them that? No, you come in here and you ask me something stupid. Fucking idiots, man. Hare Krishna, that's why I say that these Hare Krishnas, these Bhakti Yoga Vaishnavas, these gurus, whether they're dreaming, and they're all dreaming. None of them were appointed anything. None of them, and even Prabhupada was never appointed guru. Bhaktisiddhanta did a friggin' initiation by a fucking photograph or a painting. It's all a bunch of bullshit. And you gotta be dumb as fuck. And I was dumb as fuck to believe this shit. Hey, Gary. Glad to see you came over. I'm glad to see you came over here. I'm glad to see that you go over, you hang out with the other guy, and you come over here. I mean, I got no problem with that. I know these people. That's their level of intelligence. Is friggin' Fred Flintstone. They have a Fred Flintstone level of fucking intelligence. Why do you only focus on the negative? Are you finally done with Gorasnati? I don't think he's done with him. I think he's just he enjoys it. He enjoys going over there, and he enjoys coming over here. I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I think that's the kind of thing that they don't that he doesn't like, but I say I love it. I think it's great. Here is Nadine Coley. Radhanath is sending his cyber Sankirtan buttheads Indian teens from Mumbai. I know that, and that should tell you right there. You know, the guy's sending goons, cyber bullying, threatening emails. You know, making this Radhe go on and go through all that shit with the simple pussy. I mean, all of that should be enough. But they're brainwashed. Okay, they're brainwashed, and that's it. So, Gary, you finally done with Gora Snotty? No, what did you say? Gary got mad at Gora Snotty today. Oh, that's interesting. They have a lot of nerve coming over here defending abusers. Yes, that's their level of intelligence. Is that, it's like, it's like going into a, it's like somebody's trying to recover from an addiction, and you going into their therapy session and causing a disturbance. Who does that? I mean, some of us go over and we have fun with Gora Hari because he's an idiot and he thinks he's a guru and he's brainwashed. He's got these people brainwashed, and they have some fun with him. But actually, we're actually trying to help those people see the truth. But to come over and defend an abusive cult is this really, when the people that are in the group are people that have been abused by this cult. Do you dislike ISKCON because of specific facts and experiences, or because you disagree with its beliefs and can't accept them? I dislike ISKCON because it's a dangerous cult of pedophile gurus with racist, sexist beliefs, including child marriage and pedophilia and God-man worship. Okay? You got it? Racism, sexism, misogyny, child marriage, pedophilia. It's dangerous. It controls people's minds with this bullshit, with this lies and bullshit. What are you going to tell me? It's a 5,000. You're going to tell me the bullshit about a 5,000-year-old tradition and it's Vedic this and Vedic that and all that crap? I don't want to hear all that bullshit. You gotta be out of your fucking mind if you don't understand what's wrong with ISKCON. I'm gonna tell you right now. You gotta be fucking out of your mind. You gotta be dumber than I fucking thought you were. Gary's a guy who seems like he was on the fence about Snadananda, but I should let Gary speak for himself. Gary seems like he's a ISKCON devotee or a devotee, and probably this is my take on Gary. And he probably doesn't really follow or he's not really that into it, but he's interested in it, maybe he was into it heavily at one time and now he's not so much, or maybe he just never really got into it. But anyway, he just seems like a kind of guy who gravitated to this Gorahari guy because he just wanted to see what was going on. I don't think Gary is like a hardcore Gorahari person. I think Gary's someone who likes to go to the temple and maybe chant and maybe associate with devotees and maybe and that's about it. I don't know. The guru should be peaceful. If guru is not peaceful, how can he teach? So yeah, still searching. Mike will help me avoid the bad folk. Yeah, I think I think Gary is he's checking things out. I think Gary needs to be careful about about who you start surrendering to. Seriously. Um, some devotee, hey Lochan, good to see you here. Some devotee named Patita Pavana Das direct messaged me. Yeah, he's an old time Prabhupada disciple. I'm pretty sure if that's the same one. Uh, hey, AJ, good to see you. Good to see you here. Um, okay, so it's not about abuse. It's about the teachings. It's about the racism and the sexism, the child marriage, and the pedophilia in the teachings. No, they do. They do represent the teachings of Krishna consciousness because the racism and the sexism and the child marriage and the pedophilia is in the teachings. Oh, don't. I was in it for 20 years. Don't act like I don't know. Like I don't know what I'm talking about. Like you've come here to tell me. Don't come in here and act like you're gonna teach me something. All right. So just cut that shit out. You're not here to teach me anything. Fuck your devotees, fuck your gurus, fuck ISKCON, and fuck your Krishna, your fake Krishna God. Okay? Just take all that bullshit and shove it up your ass. And you're gonna come in here and start preaching this shit? I don't allow that preaching crap in here. That's it. Done. You're done. Yeah, I think Gary's just checking shit out. I think Gary's just checking shit out. He likes it. He's interested. He's having fun, and I think that's great. Yeah, tech with Rockstar is some stupid devotee. Uh, he can suck my dick is what he can do. And all of you ISKCON devotees can suck my dick. And while you're sucking my dick, you can watch this, okay? Because this is one thing you got to get clear. This is what everybody. Give me proof. Give you proof of what? You know what? You have a computer. You can search shit out. You know, I don't have to. I'm not your fucking nanny. I ain't your fucking mommy. The fuck are you? What are you, fucking stupid? Yeah, you are stupid. Sorry. You are stupid. Okay, so here, while you're sucking my dick, you can watch this. Because this is what people need to understand. Okay?
Kial, I want to talk about cult breaking and deprogramming people. But first, I'm going to start by saying that I'm here to have a public conversation with people, to give information. I'm not a cult breaker. I'm not here to help you get out of your situation. Personally, my information can certainly help. The books that I have written can certainly help. The deconstruction workbook that I have made is like nothing else out there. But please do not send me emails asking me to get you out of your situation. I'm an individual person that lives in my house in Maryland and comes on the internet to give you information. I only look at my DMs when people are asking me to come on their shows or trying to get in touch with me to further this public conversation. Okay, about deprogramming. Deprogramming is a thing that doesn't exist anymore. Deprogramming in the 70s, when we were having our last waltz with cults, was when men would kidnap people on behalf of their families or friends, usually their families, because that's what the courts would support, and torture them and apply cult brainwashing tactics in order to deprogram them. We don't do that anymore. We don't take it on ourselves to decide what is a cult and what is not, and then go take people against their will and torture them until they're better. Growing up in the Children of God religious cult, I was happy to hear about men like Ted Patrick who did that, because it felt like at least someone was coming for people. But that's not the right way. Just like you have to be the one that decides to leave an abusive relationship, you have to be the one who decides to leave a cult. There's so many resources out here. There's a whole hashtag deconstruction community, but we are not physically taking you away and breaking your mind. Nobody knows how to get people out of cults, force the crack and the brainwashing without doing inhumane and illegal stuff like that. And it's not something that we practice in 2026. So thanks for being part of my community. Please don't send me unhinged messages. Appreciate you. You can get signed copies of The Culting of America attached here and the workbook, or listen to me read it to you anywhere you get it.
Okay, so what I wanted to say is, like this Rod hate, you can if you want to reach out to me because you're stuck in this cult and you want to get out and you want to reach out and you want to feel like you've got nobody and there's no one around in your neighborhood, there's nobody, no friends or family, and you want to just reach out and say, hey, Mike, I watch your show and I'm trying to get out of this cult. Fine, do that. But I'm not a cult breaker. I can't help you. You can't come visit me. You can't come to see me where I live. I don't know any magic way to get to like pause his brother. I can't. There's nothing you can do to get people out. So I'm not a cult breaker. I'm not a deprogrammer in that way. There's nothing I can do. Now I'm here to give information and show videos and talk about cults and share my experiences and let everybody else who's been in the cult that wants to share their experiences, they can share too, so that so people who watch, viewers, can see what's going on and hear from real devotees, ex-devotees, what it's like to be a Hare Krishna, what this is all about. That's what this is all about. Is raising awareness, so that people like Gary and anybody else who comes in contact can say, "Oh, I didn't know. Wow, this person was abused. This person got shot, and this person killed himself, and all these kids were abused, and this happened, and this guru did this, and this. Wow, I had no idea, because they're not going to find it if you go to the Hare Krishna page. If you go to the ISKCON news or any of that stuff, you're not going to find out that they shot this guy in the head, or that this girl set herself on fire, or that they sent a girl into the firing squad in Liberia so she could get murdered, or that Jagjivan drowned himself because he was gay, or Subhuti got kicked out of his truck so he ended up committing suicide by cop. They're not going to find that shit. But these assholes going to come in here, act like they're too stupid to know what's going on. I swear to God. I swear to God. They're going to come in here and say, well, what do you not like about it? The fuck, what do you like about it? Well, is it the teachings that you can't, or is it the abuse because someone... The fuck? Fuck you. Oh, it's a different guy? Okay. Oh, what? No, your philosophy doesn't teach that. Your philosophy doesn't teach that. So you can take that shit. I'm banning you now because I'm not. You're not gonna be preaching here. It says right on the rules, no preaching. So you're done. You're done. Is that Rockstar Day? I don't know. It's a brainwashed friggin' cult member who just got banned because there's no preaching here. There's just no preaching here. There's no preaching here, and he knows good and well that black people are unwelcome. They say black body devotees when they're supposed to be not on the bodily platform, and yet they want to make sure that everybody knows they're talking about the black body devotee. It's so fucking stupid, I swear. And of course, women are lowlights. They like to be raped. 12-year-old girls need a 19-year-old man, 22-year-old man. All this fucking shit. They don't give a fuck about it. They don't care. They just don't care. I know they act like repeating teachings that you've heard like a parrot without any. I know they just say because they feel like they got the answer. Like I got the secret answer, and if I just say the secret answer enough times, someone's gonna listen. Yeah, these people are brainwashed, and so here's a professional doctor who and he goes through a bunch, and let me I'm gonna start with this one. He goes through a bunch of these guys, and this guy Tech, he wants to promote this stuff, but he won't tell us who his guru is. Go ask Trivik Ram Bhaktavidya Purna. I know the list goes on and on and on, but they don't care. They don't care. That's why we call it a cult, because if it wasn't a cult, they would care. And then once they care, they're out. But they don't care. They don't care about they don't care. They don't care. It's so funny. Wait a minute, what? Wait a minute. What is he saying? What did he say? If you're making a serious okay, my accusations are this. All right, they all come from the Veda base. Do you know what the Veda base is? So that's Prabhupada's books. So everything I say is coming from Prabhupada's books. So Prabhupada was 22 years old when he had an 11-year-old wife, okay? That's child marriage, that's pedophilia, okay? He authorized a marriage in 1977 between a 12-year-old girl and a 19-year-old man. It's in the Veda base, okay? That's child marriage, that's pedophilia in 1977. So you can't say that it was 100 years ago, okay? You can say that that was the custom back in the time because Prabhupada was doing it in 1977. Prabhupada said women like to be raped, they're dumb, they have small brains, they're low life women, low intelligent women, and they like to be raped. That's what Prabhupada said. Prabhupada said black people are ugly, they have bad karma to be born as a Negro, that Negroes are ugly, and they're drunkards, and they only come, you can build a library, they're not going to go to read, they're going to go to drink. So that's your piece of shit guru. That's your piece of shit guru that you worship, you lay down in front of him, and then you worship some other piece of shit guru that he initiated. You're a bunch of fucking pieces of shit because you worship these pieces of shit. And you worship Prabhupada as a piece of shit. And you don't care that he was 22 and had an 11-year-old wife. You don't care that he married a 12-year-old girl to a 19-year-old man in 1977. You don't care that he said that women have small brains, are less intelligent, and like to be raped. And you don't care that he said that black people are ugly and never should have been given freedom, that they should have remained in the jungle, they should have remained as slaves. And you don't care about all that. Well, I do. I'm going to go back and ban you some more. So, I know you're in a cult. I know you're in a cult. And this guy's going to talk about cult leaders. So here we go.
Todd Grande. Today's video is about Joseph Smith Jr., the individual who founded the Church of the Latter-day Saints. Just a reminder that I'm not diagnosing anybody in this video, only speculating about what could be happening in a situation like this. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and consider supporting me on Patreon. I'll put the link to Patreon in the description for this video. There you will find several more videos recorded in this studio, many of which have a behind-the-scenes theme to them. So getting started, I'll look at the background, and then I'll move to my analysis of Joseph Smith Jr. Joseph Smith Jr. was born on December 23, 1805, in Sharon, Vermont. He was one of 11 children born to Lucy Smith and Joseph Smith Sr. His father was a farmer and a merchant. Both of Smith's parents believed they had received communications from God, and they indicated they had visions. Smith had to have surgery when he was 7 years old. He had a bone infection. Now, back in those times, they weren't real big on things like anesthesia, so it was probably incredibly painful. It took him several years to recover. The family had some hard times financially, and they moved to a farm in western New York. By age 12, Smith developed an interest in religion, although initially he was quite confused about religion because different religious beliefs had made conflicting claims. In 1820, when he was about 15 years old, he claimed that when he was praying in the woods, he received a vision. This would become known as the first vision.
Gary, I'm so sorry. 22 years.
Don't be. I've got recruiters calling me every month. I'll have something in 3 weeks.
God and Jesus Christ appeared to him and informed him that his sins were forgiven, and all of the churches of that day had turned away from the gospel. 3 years later, Smith was praying, and he was visited by an angel he referred to as Moroni, who supplied him with a location of various items, including a book made of golden plates. Ostensibly, they were buried in a hill near his home. I guess that was fairly convenient. Smith tried to retrieve the plates, but the angel stopped him. He returned to this hill for several years, but continued not having success getting those plates. To supplement the income of the family, who was struggling financially at the time, Smith started charging people as a treasure seeker. He would be hired to look for lost items. He did this using what's referred to as a seer stone. I get this feeling that if anybody believed they needed to hire somebody like Smith, or that he could actually help them, their own brain should be the first item on their list of things that need to be found.
I like this guy. I like this guy. I like his attitude. I like the way he tells it like it is. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not here to debate. I'm not going to waste time debating about Krishna, if Krishna's God, and whether a Rupanuga or Raganuga Bhakti or Vaidhi Bhakti or that's not the point. Okay, this is not the this is not the point. Yeah, I believe triggered, triggered can't handle it. Yeah, I was talking about the food the other night. Yeah, they do make good food, but it's so easy to learn how to make it at home. You can make it at home; it tastes just as good. And, but yeah, the food's good. I'm not gonna lie about that. So Joseph Smith, conveniently, the plates were hidden in the mountain that was right near his house. Isn't that convenient? I mean, I guess if you're an angel and you need someone, you're gonna pick someone that's close to the plates, right? I mean, the plates are there. He happens to be. I mean, they could have picked. They're not gonna pick somebody in South Carolina if the plates are, in Iowa or. I mean, it only makes sense. Okay, so that's the beginning of Joseph Smith. So he's having visions, he's having hallucinations as a little kid, definitely. But let's see. There's another one here too that he does, and so let's see how this guy got started. Let's see how this guy got started in this whole thing.
Hello, this is Dr. Grande. Today's question is, can I analyze the case of Bhagwan Rajneesh, otherwise known as Osho? The story of Rajneesh was featured in a documentary called Wild Wild Country. Just a reminder, I'm not diagnosing anybody in this video, only speculating about what could be happening in a situation like this. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and consider supporting me on Patreon. I'll put the link to Patreon in the description for this video. First, I will review the background of Rajneesh, then the timeline of various controversial incidents, and then offer my analysis. Rajneesh was born on December 11, 1931 in India. He was the eldest of 11 children. He lived with his maternal grandparents until his grandfather died when he was 7 years old. Apparently, his grandparents put no restrictions on him whatsoever. He described that time as carefree. After this, he went to live with his parents, but he was still haunted by his grandfather's death. A cousin and a love interest of his would die when he was 15 years old. These two losses led Rajneesh to become preoccupied with death. In school, he was considered intelligent and good at debating. He took an interest in yoga, the occult, hypnosis, meditation, and he rejected traditional religious beliefs. I wonder if his guidance counselor recommended a career as a cult leader. It seems like a good fit based on his interests.
Now, this guy's too much, right? I mean, this guy, this guy never misses an opportunity to say something snarky, and I love it. I love it because you gotta. Oh my goodness, you gotta call it like it is, and I like this guy's honesty. You gotta call it like it is.
When he was 19 years old, he went to college, but he was so disruptive, they asked him to leave. He would transfer to another college, but again was involved in a lot of conflict. So essentially, the college offered him a deal. He only had to show up for tests. He did not have to attend classes. On March 21, 1953, Rajneesh became spiritually enlightened through a mystical experience he had while sitting under a tree. After earning a bachelor's degree in philosophy in 1955, he went on to earn a master's degree in philosophy in 1957. He accepted a teaching job at a college, but they declared him as a danger to his students' character, religion, and morality. So he was asked to transfer.
So he got enlightened by he just self-enlightened. Isn't that amazing? Just self-enlightened, like he didn't have a dream like Gora Hari did, but he was self-enlightened, and that's really something. All these guys, they all have a similar, Oh, let's see. Look who else we got. Look at this guy.
Today's question is, can I analyze the case of Jay Shetty? Just a reminder, I'm not diagnosing anybody in this video, only speculating about what could be happening in a situation like this. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and consider supporting me on Patreon. I will put the link to Patreon in the description for this video. First, I'll look at the background of Jay Shetty, then move to my analysis. Jay Shetty was born on September 6, 1987, in London, England. In 2010, after going to college, Jay spent about 3 years studying Hinduism in India and in England. After this, he started working for an information technology firm as a social media coach for company executives. In 2016, Jay became a content creator. He was hired by Huffington Post to produce videos about various topics, including relationships. In 2017, Jay started releasing videos related to health and wellness on YouTube and Facebook. Within a couple of years, he had millions of followers. In 2019, he started a podcast called On Purpose, which went on to have massive success. According to Forbes, it was the #1 health podcast. In 2020, Jay published a self-help book titled Think Like a Monk, in which he offers tips based on his time studying Hinduism. The book was a bestseller. This same year, Jay started an online learning platform called the Jay Shetty Certification School. In 2022, Jay became the Chief Purpose Officer for a software company called Calm, as in the phrase calm down. This company produces meditation products of some sort. In 2023, Jay published a book titled 8 Rules of Love, How to Find It, Keep It, and Let It Go. Just like his earlier book, this one performed very well as far as sales. With all his various business ventures and popularity, Jay Shetty appears to be an unstoppable, multi-million-dollar self-help guru. Now moving to my analysis. Here are my thoughts on a few areas that stood out to me in this case. Item number 1. Jay Shetty has achieved unbelievable success on social media. At the time I am making this video, he has almost 5 million subscribers on his YouTube channel titled Jay Shetty. The channel has been viewed over 300 million times and averages about 3 million views a month. Here are a few video titles that sum up his channel pretty well. Follow Your Intuition, How to Find and Keep Love, Stop Doubting Yourself, Holding On Can Hold You Back, and Let's Talk About Mental Health. Jay also has another channel titled Jay Shetty Podcast, which has over 2.6 million subscribers and has been viewed almost 220 million times. This channel averages about 14 million views a month. These videos feature interviews with people like Michelle Obama, Paris Hilton, Tom Holland, Selena Gomez, Oprah Winfrey, Kim Kardashian, and Joe Biden. Item number 2. In addition to social media fame, Jay has also had success with the mainstream media. He's appeared on many television shows, including Ellen DeGeneres and The View. In 2022, he presided over the wedding of Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez. Item number 3. A key part of Jay's success has been his origin story. When he was young, he was active in the Hare Krishna movement, but this is something he really doesn't talk about anymore. It appears as though he wants to distance himself from that religious belief system. Jay claimed that he met a monk sometime around 2007 and followed him around the United Kingdom on a lecture circuit. He spent a few summers in India as an intern and trained with the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. In 2010, Jay moved to Mumbai, India, full-time and started living as a monk. He remained there until 2013. During his 3 years as a monk, he gave up material goods and led a simple lifestyle. After experiencing a spiritual awakening, Jay realized that his life's calling extended far beyond himself. Jay was determined to share his amazing knowledge with humanity. The origin story Jay put forward has fascinated many people. He entered this life of spiritual training and simplicity. Cut off from the world for 3 years, he emerged as a fountain of wisdom who was destined to be glorified and exalted. He managed to bridge the gap between ancient spiritual beliefs and the modern, rapidly changing technological world.
Oh my God! Sounds like every other ISKCON guru's story. Gaurahari, Indra Yumna, Bhaktivikash, every Radhanath, the traveling monk, the punk, the flunk. Just that this guy did a little bit better. He's actually made a pretty good living off of it. But it's the same old shit. It's the same crap.
Jay's origin story is interesting, but there are some problems with it. At the end of February 2024, an article was published in The Guardian titled Uncovering the Higher Truth of Jay Shetty. This article highlighted some statements made by Jay that don't make a lot of sense. For example, in Jay's first book, he claimed that he was 18 years old when he met the monk who changed his life. This is the one he shadowed on the lecture circuit. Considering how Jay was born in 1987, he would have been 18 in 2005. But now he's saying he met the monk in 2007. Jay's story about spending 3 years in India studying Hinduism may not be true. Some people who knew Jay said that during the time he claimed he was in India, they saw him in a town near London. According to a blog Jay kept, he initially spent less than 4 months in India. These may just be innocent discrepancies, but Jay's credibility has faced other challenges unrelated to his origin story. This brings me to item number 4. As I mentioned, Jay started his own online platform called the Jay Shetty Certification School. Purportedly, the school offers roughly the equivalent of a master's degree in life coaching. At one time, the brochure for the school indicated the Office of Qualifications and Examinations Regulation approved and regulated the program. Furthermore, the school implied that if a student earned a degree, they could go to certain colleges and take a few more courses and get a master's degree. As it turns out, both of these claims were false. The accrediting body did not approve the program, and the other colleges never heard of Jay's school. The program cost $7,400, so Jay has earned a substantial amount of money teaching the magical secrets of life coaching. As I've talked about in other videos, there is no universally recognized accreditation for the life coaching profession. The industry exists with self-certification and without government licensure or regulation. In order to become a life coach, there is no need to take college courses. The transformation into a life coach can be facilitated quite easily.
It's the same. It's the same for a guru. You don't have to do anything to be a guru or a cult leader. A cult leader, you don't have to do anything. You just have to say, I translated the plates. I was enlightened under a tree. I had a dream. I had a dream.
He didn't have that dream. I did.
All you gotta do is just say you had a dream, or let's see. Let's say it's the same crap.
Hello, this is Dr. Grande. Today's question is, can I analyze the case of Jaggi Vasudev, who is also known as Sadhguru? Just a reminder, I'm not diagnosing anybody in this video, only speculating about what could be happening in a situation like this. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and consider supporting me on Patreon. I will put the link to Patreon in the description for this video. First, I'll look at the background in this case, then I'll move to my analysis. Jaggi Vasudev was born in India on September 3, 1957. He strongly prefers the name Sadhguru, which means true guru or real guru. During one interview in 2018, he actually demanded the interviewer use that name. I will refer to him as Jaggi. Jaggi's father was a physician and his mother was a homemaker. He was the youngest of 5 children. He eventually graduated with a bachelor's degree in English. He borrowed money and started a poultry farm and eventually a construction business. He traveled for about a year when he was 25. In 1983, he started teaching yoga. He would use a motorcycle to travel to various classes. He would retain his affinity for motorcycles for years to come.
This is me on day 1 since my son made me switch from running to Tai Chi chair work.
In 1984, Jaggi married. He had a daughter in 1990. His wife died in 1997 under mysterious circumstances. Her father thought that Jaggi was involved and said that he cremated her body before anyone could investigate how she died. According to Jaggi's website, his wife was cremated 12 hours after she died. Jaggi offered an explanation for what happened to his wife. He said that she had violent mood swings. She was so exuberant that her life left her body. Only her jewelry was keeping her exuberant free spirit within her body. When she removed her jewelry, she died within 5 minutes. He kind of made it seem like his wife wanted to die, like she achieved something great by leaving her body without it being injured. In 1992, Jaggi established an organization to promote spiritual and educational activities. He called it the Isha Foundation. He declared himself a yogi and a mystic. He would go on to write several books, including Inner Engineering, A Yogi's Guide to Joy. Jaggi is exceptionally popular. He is active on social media and speaks at events all over the world, including in front of world leaders and celebrities.
So you can see that this guy does analyze these gurus, and he's not, I'm going to tell you right now, it's not good. He's got nothing good to say about them. None of them. He doesn't have anything good. He doesn't have anything good to say about these people. They're cult leaders, and he knows it. And here's another one.
This is Dr. Grande. Today's question asks if I can analyze the mental health and personality factors that may be at work in the life and death of L. Ron Hubbard. Just a reminder, I'm not diagnosing anybody in this video, only speculating about what could be happening.
So he does. You have to go. You have to go watch to see exactly how he does. Like he says, he doesn't diagnose them, but he does. He gives his analysis of what he thinks is going on, like bipolar disorder or narcissistic personality disorder or schizophrenia. A couple of these guys he thinks are schizophrenic with the visions and the delusions and thinking that they're special and all of that. I mean, these all of these guys. And Prabhupada is the same way. Prabhupada would fit right in with these delusions, thinking that he's talking to God. I did find this one thing. So I did this thing. I did this thing. I looked up. I looked up to see what if AI would go and find information about me. Krishna Cult Watch, and it did. It found a bunch of stuff. It found a bunch of stuff. So if people are looking for Krishna Cult Watch and they do an AI search, it'll come up, and it does come up and talks about It's Mike Sandoval, my streaming channel, and what we do here, and so on, which I thought was pretty interesting. So then I said, well, if it found that information about me, and it was pretty correct. I mean, it was pretty neutral, and it said the truth. I mean, it said like here, it says content focus. On his channel, Mike explores high control groups under the lens of recovering from spiritual abuse. His Krishna Cult Watch streams usually feature real-time commentary on archival ISKCON footage, updates on internal leadership crisis, and structured discussions regarding religious trauma. So, so it got a lot of it. It seemed pretty factual and unbiased, as much as whatever you could say. So then I said, well, okay, if it's unbiased about me, let's see what it says about this Gaurahari guy. So I typed in, who is Gaurahari? Because I figured, hey, if it's being honest about me, and it was, let's see if it's honest about this guy. Let's see what it says. Let's give it its honest evaluation of who this guy is, because it said who I was. So let's see. So let me just see what AI said. Google AI said about Gora Hari, this is what it says. Okay, it says who is Gora Hari Das right there, and it says. Okay, it says in the context of the Hare Krishna movement, online watchdog spaces, and channels like It's Mike Sandoval, Srila Gora Hari Das, formerly known as Gora Hari Zoda, or Zoda, is a highly unorthodox spiritual figure. He's a spiritual figure, it says. He is the founder of a splinter ashram named Lord Chaitanya's Amazing Grace Place. Okay? It says, because of his eccentric behavior and dramatic theological shifts, he is a frequent subject of analysis on Cult Watch live streams. It says, who is Gora Hari Das? The next Acharya. Gora Hari Das has been involved in the broader bhakti movement for over 45 years. He claimed the status of a self-realized guru, an Acharya, positioning his organization as the true successor to traditional Gaudiya Vaishnavism. It says, a unique blend, spiritual blend. Originally a born-again Christian, his teachings uniquely meld traditional Krishna bhakti with concepts from Christian televangelism, Southern Baptist preachers, and the teachings of Jesus Christ. Controversial philosophy. He strongly advocates for Raganuga Bhakti, spontaneous emotional devotion. His intense focus on forcing emotional states of ecstasy, bhava, alongside his erratic shifts between Christian Pentecostalism and Vedic practices made him a target of extreme skepticism in mainstream ISKCON circles. So then it has a link. What are you saying here? Gorhard won't debate me in a polemics dialogue. I make a point in his flaws, and he calls me a mental speculator. Mental philosophical speculation is good. First principle in polemics goes, yeah, he's an idiot. Bottom line, the guy's an idiot, and the guy's an idiot. Okay. Delusional psychopath, child rapist, power fraud wants his ghee lamp offered every day. He taught his disciples to worship him better than God himself. Absolutely. Good to see you, Liam. You're absolutely right. He gets worshipped in the morning. He gets worshipped in the afternoon. He gets worshipped in the evening. He's got a whole days. They have a Prabhupada festival. He's on the Rath Yatra cart. Does he really belong on the Rath Yatra? I mean, it doesn't matter. Okay, so I know that if this guy, I know that if this guy was analyzing this Gora Hari guy, he would. You got to watch some of these videos because he actually says at the end, he gives his analysis. He doesn't diagnose them, but he gives his analysis. And a lot of them, he says what he thinks is wrong with them. And I know a lot of these people, like Joseph Smith with his plates and his translating, and that whole thing, and this sad guru with his motorcycles and his enlightenment, and the Bhagwan Sri Rajneesh with his enlightenment under a tree. And I mean, they all have, it's all bullshit. It's all a bunch of bullshit. It's all It's all such bullshit. These gurus, these and one of these videos. Let me see if let me go up, because he says a lot of really good stuff, but I just can't watch the whole. You can't watch the whole thing, and I'm not sure which one.
For anything. Rather, many of his explanations simply put the blame back on the person
Here we go.
asking the question. Others. He never seems to provide a straightforward answer. Rather, many of his answer.
Wait a minute. Here we go.
Jaggi often talks in circles when he's attempting to share his wisdom with others. He never seems to provide a straightforward answer and is painfully vague and generic. He does not offer clear-cut, step-by-step directions for anything. Rather, many of his explanations simply put the blame back on the person asking the question. Like if they don't know the answer to their own question, they are somehow deficient spiritually, physically, or mentally. For example, if the question is about inner peace, contentment, or happiness, Jaggi will try to convince the person asking the question that they are not doing something right to achieve those goals. But he can't seem to explain in any understandable way what exactly the person is doing wrong. This is a classic trick of spiritual gurus. They talk in circles and act as though they have revealed some incredible philosophical truth.
Exactly. And that's exactly what they do. They talk in circles. The answer is chanting Hare Krishna, and then the problem is you. The problem is you. Like we don't understand, like we don't speak English, like we don't read and understand English. But somehow we fall under the spell of this circular reasoning and all of these logical fallacies, all these therefore and so far, and because women have a small brain, therefore we shouldn't trust them. And he just says it like it's a fact, and we fall under the spell of this bullshit. It's brainwashing, it's manipulation, it's spiritual blackmail. It goes against everything that most of us were brought up to believe, that everybody's equal, that everybody should have rights and equal and this and that. And Prabhupada's book just turns all that shit on its head. Women are less intelligent. They have small brains. Black people shouldn't have given rights. They belong in the jungle. They're ugly. They're drunkards. They're bad karma. Separate children from their parents. Stick them in a school so that they never even see their parents. Marry these young men off to these young girls, and then 4 years later, 3 years later, you give them sannyas and separate them, and there's a bunch of bullshit. It's all bullshit. None of it makes any sense. None of it is none of it's practical. It's all a bunch of gaslighting, logical fallacies. Therefore this and therefore that. And because of this, an intelligent man does that. Shut the fuck up. I mean, we all fell for it. We all fell for it. I was under the spell for 20 goddamn years. And I ain't proud of it. I ain't bragging or nothing. Nobody's equal. Men get worshipped and get free. I was a Ritvik for like 12 years. They kept telling me they were all disciples of Prabhupada. We're all the same. But when I had something to say, and it went against what they said, all of a sudden, I didn't know what I was talking about. I was the new guy. The new guy? I've been around for 20 years. You're just telling me I'm the new guy? Prabhupada was a failure. He was a failure at everything. He was a failure as a chemist. He was a failure as a manager. He was a failure at everything. He was a failure at running his magazine. He couldn't publish a magazine. He couldn't publish a goddamn book. He had to come to America and con a bunch of hippies into begging people to take their book and scam them for money and do the pick and all kinds of crap. Probably was nothing but a big fucking failure. He's a fucking fraud and a failure and a megalomaniac, fucking delusional, fucking psychopath. That's what he was. Give me a fucking break. Businessman. You know, fucking businessman. You know who's a businessman? The owner of the fucking Tata. The guy that owns Tata Corporation. He builds cars and cement, buildings, and banks. That guy. That's a businessman. Okay? The guy that makes the bricks. That's a businessman. Probably no businessman. The fuck? The fuck? Businessman. Bankruptcy. Probably was a businessman. There's no businessman. He's a failure. He's a failure at everything. How many years ago was Gora screwing his lady disciples? I don't know. It's an interesting question. Yes, I know. I know. They just come right out and say it. They just come right out and say it. And black people are like, well, I guess I gotta try harder in my next life. I don't get it. I don't get it. All right, we're gonna do some of this because I'm dying to do some of this. We're gonna do some.
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination, of imagination, of imagination, of imagination.
All right, the dimension of imagination. Let's see, what do we got? Selling Ayurvedic. Ayurvedic medicine is nothing but a bunch of bullshit. That is a scam in itself. Probably was a scammer. He wasn't selling no medicine. He sold toothpaste that made your teeth fall out. He sold snake oil that's gonna cure your cold or make your joints. Fucking bullshit. Scammer. Friggin' scammer. Most Hare Krishnas think they know it all and can win, and they can win a debate, but they cannot acknowledge that there is abuse and crack. Yeah, they can't. They think they're so smart. Hey, I know Advaita Vedanta, and I know Vaidhi Bhakti, and I know Raganuga Bhakti, and I have all these ecstatics and all this, but they can't figure out that pedophilia is wrong and child marriage is wrong, and that a 22-year-old man should not be having sex with an 11-year-old girl, or marrying 12-year-old girls off to 19-year-old men. What the fuck is wrong with him? They're too stupid to figure that out. They're just too fucking stupid to figure that out. I just can't. I can't believe it. Like you can't chant Hare Krishna and do all this stuff without the pedophilia and the child marriage. You just can't. No, can't do it because it's Vedic. It's Vedic, man. It's Vedic. So fuck up with your Vedic bullshit.
Everyone, so Bhakti Rasayan Sagar Swami Maharaj from ISKCON, Russia, Moscow, is coming to spend 10 days with me in Coventry. So I'm going to pick him up from Bhaktivedanta Manor in Bedford, and it's once in a lifetime opportunity to serve sadhus and sannyasis, and it'll be really good for my spiritual growth. Hari Bol.
Or this God man worship. All they do is they just worship these their guru and their godman, and the godman runs around getting worshipped. I think we saw this one. I think we saw this one last time. We saw this one last time. Sorry, folks. I don't know how that happened. Here we go. Let's see what's this.
Imagine this. A million years ago, two dinosaurs browsing on the internet on their company laptop.
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Shimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namane Namaste Sarasvati Deve Gauravani Pacharane Nivishesha Sunyavadi Paschata Deshatarane Vanchakalpa Trubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhyevacha Patitanam Namo Namaha. It's been such an honor and privilege for me to serve as a member of Srila Prabhupada's GBC body for more than 20 years now.
It's been an honor. It's been an honor. It's been an honor to be scamming the public. It's been an honor to be scamming the public and to be scamming the devotees. You know, I've been scamming for 20 years. For 20 years, I've been scamming everybody I come in contact with. I scam my godbrothers. I scam the rookies, the new people, the brahmacharis. I scam them. And I've been scamming the public when been going out in public, pretending to be a holy man. Look at me. I'm a super white Hindu. Don't I fit the bill for a super white Hindu? I mean, look at me. And it's been an honor. It's been an honor and a privilege to be a super white scamming Hindu for the last 20 years on the GBC. I mean, I just can't tell you how much money I've made, and how wonderful it's been to just be scamming. And okay.
As a result, it's been a very difficult decision for me to step down from that divine service with immediate effect.
I gotta give up scamming. This type of scamming has been so good to me, and it's hard to give it up. I'm gonna have to find another way to scam, but don't you worry, I'll figure it out. I will figure out a way. I will figure out a way to scam. Yeah, he was a real. Yeah, he was tobacco snuff for blood pressure. Yeah, he was a real medical. He was a real medical genius, that Prabhupada. Yeah, toothpaste that made your teeth fall out, and snorting snuff for high blood pressure. I mean, the guy was a friggin'. The guy was a. That was so funny. It's so funny. Snuff and bad toothpaste is not a good place to be. Yeah, you know what else can you do when you don't have any teeth? You just do a snort. I'm gonna use my nose because I can't chew. I ate sardines. Good to see you, man. Glad to see sardines here. Yeah, I call Prabhupada that pedophile. I call Prabhupada that pedophile guru. Yeah, Pragosh, ex-GBC chairman. Yeah, later airport run. Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna give up GBC, and I'm gonna take over the airport. I'm gonna. What's this guy? I know. What in God's holy name? What in God's holy name are you blathering about?
What in God's holy name are you blathering about?
He's like, I gotta give up scamming. Hey, Bobby, good to see you here, man. I'm glad you came back. I'm glad you're here. Hey, look up. I look up 222. Good to see you. Glad you're here, man. Everybody, please hit the like, share, and subscribe. A few more words from this idiot, and we're gonna move on. Let's see.
I would, though, like to offer my profound appreciation for all GBC members who endeavor so hard and try their very
For everybody that helped me scam, big thanks. Big ups to you guys that let me scam with you for the last 20
very
years.
best to both direct and keep Srila Prabhupada's movement united, using all their collective ability to achieve that. Their service is really quite remarkable, not least because
our motto is scam then, scam now, scam forever. We will be scamming for 10,000 years of golden age of scamming. Lord Chaitanya's 10,000 year age, golden age of scamming. The golden age of scamming is the honor. I would love to be a fly on the wall at Prabhup's YMCA and would love to know who the big donors were that built up ISKCON. The establishment must have helped. The hippies were seen as communists. Yeah, you know, Prabhupada was stealing donors. Prabhupada was stealing donors from Prabhupada was trying to steal disciples from that Dr. Mishra. He was trying to get Dr. Mishra's. He was scamming. He was trying to scam Dr. Mishra. So that's all I can say. I mean, hey, once you're a scammer, always a scammer. That's just the way it goes. That is the way it goes. What are we doing here? Hold on. Let me see. Okay. And this one was sent in by Tim. Tim, I think Tim snuck in here while I was ranting and raving, and I didn't get to say hey. So it was either Tim or Jeff, somebody. All you guys that snuck in here while I was ranting and raving, thanks for joining in. The incredible honor of successfully scamming devotees. Yeah, I have been successfully scamming for 20 years. And I just wanted big thanks to everybody. It's so funny. Okay, here we go. Let's see what this is.
Native or fluent English speaking Western expat living abroad, and you're looking for a new
It's like, do we have to? Do we have to remember this guy? This is all they can do.
I had just finished all my classes for medical school, getting into medical school. I had some free time, free credits, and Krishna Bhamani had started taking a class on Bhagavad Gita with Rupanuga, who was teaching at the university. So she came back one night and said she couldn't understand a lot, and would I take the class with her and help her understand what they were talking about. So I said, okay. So I went.
You know, I'm gonna say, like that doctor said, like Dr. Grande said, if you believe that these guys are gurus, then the first thing you should be looking for is your brain. You should be looking for your brain. If you think that somebody can take a stone and find lost stuff with this stone, then you need to find your brain. That's the first thing you should be looking for. And I man, I'm gonna tell you, I agree. If you think these guys are gurus, if you think this man right here is some kind of spiritual leader, that he's got something he can teach you about life, about God, about these stories. He's gonna teach you about these stories. Like, let me tell you a story about a man named Jed. Let me tell you a little story about a man named Jed. Let me tell you a little story about a man named Bhagavan Das, who got fooled by Prabhupada, and he's still fooled. He got fooled so bad that even when he left, and fucked everything up and left, he still didn't leave. That's how fucked up these people are. They gotta come back. They gotta come back and just continue to be a big piece of shit. It's amazing. And they let him back. And they let him back and they put the video and they're like, hey, well, can you tell us about your time? We know you're a big pile of shit and you ran off and you know, and everything went to shit under your command in France or wherever, whatever the fuck he was doing with his golden toilets and all his fucking bullshit. And all the children, all the bullshit that was happening. And he runs off and leaves. Takes a bunch of money and whatever and leaves. And these people, they can't just say, hey, you're a big piece of shit. No, they can't. If he wants to come back, they gotta let him come back. Indra Yumna Swami wants to molest some little kids or rub his hands on some little kids. Nothing we can do about it. Lokanath Swami wants to touch some little girls. I guess nothing we can do about it. But Salochan speaks up. Hey, they go and they shoot that guy. That guy they can shoot.
Narottam was there. She went, so I met Rupanuga. It was a friendly occasion. And then he said, as a matter of fact, Prabhupada is coming to speak at the university in not too long. So would you come? I said, sure. We had just got finished hearing Richard Alpert, Ram Dass, and
oh, my audio was off. So Bhagavan ruined a good future for himself. Yeah, he did. He ruined. The guy is a scumbag. I was talking about what a scumbag he was. I was talking about. So I'm done. I'm done with him. But let's move on to another one because I got so many of these videos. Oh boy, this is gonna be a good one. Let's see. This says a day in my life as a Krishna Bhakta. I can only imagine. It's another one of these. Oh boy.
What was around 5 a.m. in Switzerland has become 3:30 a.m. in India. One struggling to wake up there is now very easy here. Often I wake up before my alarm clock rings. My body is getting used to this, just like it was many years ago when I was living in the temple in Zurich. Upon waking up, I first remember my...
Oh, she looks thrilled to be getting up. Isn't that like she looks thrilled to be getting up at 3:30 in the morning? Waking up at 3:30 in the morning and just looks so thrilled, like, yes, I'm just so thrilled to be getting up.
Gurudev. Then I touch Mother Bhumi, seeking forgiveness for placing my feet on her. With this practice, I show respect to her as a nurturing.
Oh yeah, I put my feet on the ground, so I have to pay obeisances. Oh my God, this is so stupid.
Mother, and also it awakens spiritual awareness. After taking a shower, I apply tilak and put on clean sari. I feel truly blessed to be able to wear sari every single day. Not only that is a traditional wear, but it also looks beautiful, elegant, and feminine. Then I go for Mangalarati that starts at 4:30 sharp. Mangal means auspicious, and it is indeed the most auspicious time of the day.
Absolutely, absolutely. She's wasting her life she's wasting her life being scammed in a woman-hating cult, in a cult that hates women, in a cult that says women got to stand over there. You gotta be over there and just look pretty, and that's it. Look pretty, be submissive, make some flower garlands that we can laugh at you. Radhanath's sitting there laughing at the women that, oh, I'm supposed to say something nice about the women that are making garlands, and then he sits there and he laughs at them. It's fucking it's so insulting. I don't know if you guys remember that video where he was gonna say something about the women making garlands, and then he starts off by laughing. He's like, "Is it just garlands? Oh, it's just garlands. It's just garlands, huh? Okay." And he goes, "Oh yes, garlands, very important." This friggin' yeah, and I asked people that I asked people in Vrindavan. I said, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, Prabhupada's translations are great. Prabhupada's are such bullshit, such bullshit." But anyway, this woman being scammed, but she's being scammed in a cult that doesn't give a fuck about her. They don't give a fuck about her. I had me unjag my headphones all this while. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to. But it pains me that this woman is sacrificing so much for this cult, and this cult doesn't give a fuck about her.
For spiritual practice. 4:15 in the morning. The whole world is sleeping, only the Hare Krishna devotees are waking up to glorify the Lord.
Yeah, and they don't think that's weird. They don't think that's weird at all.
Jai Hanuman. Now let's go to Mangalarati, but I can't record because I don't want to disturb the devotees during their prayers and during japa, so see you in 2 hours. Hare Krishna. By 6:15 in the morning, I complete my 16 rounds. This is because I managed to chant a few rounds before Mangalarati begins. Then I head back to my room to wake up my Radheshyam, dress them and change their water. At the moment, I still don't have facilities for bathing them, so I just wipe them with wet cloth and change their dress. The same goes with Giriraj Maharaj.
Yeah, her so-called spiritual practice is in vain just so she can take birth as a man in her next life. Yeah, she has no idea. How can she have no idea? She's treated like shit and she accepts it. She's been taught through Prabhupada's books and through the skinny white women that teach the other skinny white women how to act and how to behave, how to be chaste, how to be quiet, how to not make waves, how to like not get smacked around by your husband because he's gonna smack you around if you get out of line. How to stay just fuck like that Radhe in Gorahari is the same thing. Is simple pussy woman. You're just a simple pussy woman. And the husband's job is to keep the woman in line. That's what he told that guy. You got to get your wife in line. Women have no friggin' place in this cult. They're in the way. Get your wife in line. And they're both fucking so stupid that they're like, oh, okay. He's like, okay, I'll get my wife in line. And then she's like, okay, I'll get in line. What do I have to do? Does Shetty's book have the Hindu myth? It can be, I'm sure is it a rehash of the same old crap? So here she got her little googly eyes on her rock, just like Indra Yumna Swami, you know, he's got his adult play school. Indra Yumna Swami, he's got, oh, look, she's got her picture of her guru there. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that loser is. Fantamora. Who's that? Who's the guy in the picture there? Who's that guru there? Who's that?
I always keep varieties of nuts and dry fruits in my room. These ones I got with my friend Tundi in Mangal in Salem.
It's Malibu Barbie. Malibu Barbie time. Malibu Barbie time. It's breakfast Barbie. Malibu breakfast Barbie. Malibu breakfast Barbie is what we're doing. We're gonna do a little boom.
I finished my Radhesham Seva by 7:15, just on time for deity greetings and Guru Puja. After offering flowers to Srila Prabhupada, I take some for my Radhesham and I head back to my room to offer them.
Oh, she looks thrilled, right? She looks thrilled. She's in ecstatic bliss. She's in ecstatic bliss. I mean, you know, I enjoyed my time in India when I was there because I was a devotee, but I was like a tourist. My attitude was like I was like a tourist. So I was actually having fun, and but most Hare Krishnas in Vrindavan, they don't look happy because they're not happy, and she doesn't look happy at all. No, seriously though, would she be doing that would she be doing that to that rock if it was just a rock? It had no significance at all in her mind. It had no significance at all. It was just a rock. And the statues were just statues. They weren't God or nothing. Would she do that? Is it that much fun to get up at 4 o'clock and 3:30 in the morning? Did she look like she's having fun? Getting up at 3:30 in the morning and going out and going to the temple in the dark, everybody's sleeping, and doing that and going back and playing with your little rocks, making breakfast for your little rocks. If it was just little rocks, no, nobody would do that. Nobody in their right mind would do that if they didn't think that was what they needed to do to go to heaven or God planet or whatever. Nobody would do it. You got to be out of your mind. You got to be out of your goddamn mind. Seriously. Yeah, that was funny. I'll call him Jaggy. That was funny. Bhakti Vigyan Swami, Russia Swami. Okay. I scam, I run away, chase me if you can. Hare. Okay, yeah. What another scammer. Nothing but another scammer. All right. What else we got here? Let's see. I'm really I'm really backlogged on so many of these videos. What's this one? Oh, here we go.
It goes boom, 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 I can dance. Boom, 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 yay. Sing it with me, and then you'll know. Boom, 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 yay. You go, lady. Boom, 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 yay.
Those those are mental patients. Those are mental patients, and I was one of them. I was in the van doing the same thing. I was in the van, and I was in the van. I was going to Venice Beach. I was going to Hollywood Boulevard, going wherever. I was one of these guys. I was doing it. I know Rafal was doing it. But it's mental. Friggin' insane. It's
Has the whole world gone crazy? Am I the only one around here who gives a shit about the rules?
From Russia with love, yeah. Friggin' insanity. Friggin' insanity. That's absolutely right, man. Yeah, absolutely right with the dancing, with the sad we were all there. We were all there. That's why these people can't tell us nothing. Okay, I keep forgetting about this. I wanted to I interrupt this. I got, let me see, I don't have it here. Let me see. No, I don't have it, but I'm gonna show you this. So when I was researching Gorahari, I came across something interesting, and I gotta tell you, man, everything that I said about him had turned out to be right, because all cult leaders are the same. All these gurus are the same. That's why I knew when I saw this Gorahari, before I even knew anything about him, I knew exactly everything about him. I knew everything about him. I just didn't know anything about him. But now I found, where is it? I gotta find it. Here it is. You talk about guru paloozing, right? We talk about guru paloozing, right, Raphael? Right, exactly. Veni, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. Absolutely. We talk about these gurus and their guru paloozing, right? Well, all these guys are the same, right? They're all the same. Well, guess who was oh my God. Live on donations, living on donations. Check this out. Okay. Rup Raga Nuga Bhakti Preaching Fund. Well, look who's there. There's the dancing Muppet himself, and there's his cuckoo's nest. It is created August 24, 2017 by William Zoda, right there. Raganuga Bhakti Preaching Fund. He raised $1,765 out of $7,000 he wanted. He wanted $7,000. He got $1,000. He got a tenth. He got a seventh. He got a seventh of what he was asking for. But he's got some people here. Look, these people are giving him some money. These people are sending him some money, man. Look at this. So he could go Guru Palooza. It says right here, we are bringing Lord Chaitanya's ecstatic devotional service to Europe. I got to get on screen for this. This is so important. Where am I? There I am. Hey, there I am. Okay. We are bringing Lord Chaitanya's ecstatic devotional service to Europe. We are expecting many new Bhakti babes. What are Bhakti babes? We are expecting many new Bhakti babes. Oh, here's a little giggity. He's getting a little giggity there. He's getting a little. All right. He's getting giggity. He's dreaming.
He didn't have that dream. I did.
He's dreaming, and then he's doing a little giggity. Let's have sex. Absolutely, you got to get himself a little. He got $1,765. He's gonna find himself some Bhakti babes. He's gonna expecting many new Bhakti babes to pop with Prema Bhakti, love of God, as per the supreme potency of the order of Srila Prabhupada. Oh my goodness. We have noticed that those who we get into the same room make great spiritual advancement spontaneously. Well, yeah. Because, well, yeah, you have to do anything. All you gotta do is just dream. I'm a dreamer.
I'm just a dreamer, but you are just a dream.
But he did dream his way into $1,765. But look, it's the usual suspects here. He's got the Zuma, Natalia. She gave him a lot of money. She gave like $1,000 to this guy. And then you got this Johan, I guess, and of course Freddie, Stunning Freddie. There's Stunning Freddie giving a good, solid $50 with love and trust. And then Johan gave 60, and then another 30, and then another 60. So Johan forking over. At one point, Johan forked over $150 to this guy, and then he became a traitor and said, "Why am I paying this guy $150 when I can do this too?" I mean, that's what it's all about. It's so funny. And then so Zuma really pitching in with 170, 70, 70, 200. And then we got Mary over here. She gave 100. And then Zuma with another 100, 200, 70, 70, 100, 70, 100. So she's really financing this guy. And there he is. He's like, give me some money so I can go. He says right here, starting in the UK, Belgium, Germany, and who knows, give us some suggestion and bring many of your friends to our amazing, uncommon, very entertaining, transcendental reality show. Oh my goodness. How isn't that, what do you think about that? What do you think about that, church lady?
Well, isn't that special?
Isn't that special? Absolutely, that's special. Oh my God. Like I said, some scumbags got some balls, man. So the balls to fly around the world on somebody else's dime, to take money from these people and giving them nothing in return, giving them absolutely nothing in return. Just a nut, Gary. Please don't tell me, Gary. Please don't tell me that you're donating money to this guy. Please don't tell me. I mean, at least send me something. Like you can send me a coffee, or you You can send Bhakti Venmo Sri Mukunda Swami. You can send me something, WhatsApp or a line or something. You can send me $5.99 for like a cup of coffee. If you're sending him money, man, come on. Please don't. If you're sending this guy money, you got to send me at least. You got to at least buy me a coffee. I hope not, man. I hope you got more sense. I mean, chant all you want, but don't send this guy. Don't send this guy any money. Don't send this guy. Look at this guy. I got, that reminds me. Where is this? Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's get back to the good stuff. Back to the good stuff. What is this? Sent in by Rafal.
Sung that the mercy of Lord Nityananda Prabhu, his compassion, his grace, is like the soothing light of tens and millions of moons. And one who is being scorched by the blazing fire of this material existence.
Can you at least open your eyes and look at us while you're scamming us? I mean, if you're gonna lie and scam to our face in a video, at least open your eyes and look at us. I mean, you can't even look us in the eye while you're scamming us with your bullshit. I swear to God, these guys are something else, man. I'm telling you, they are something else.
Can find this cooling relief in the shade and the shelter of
Where's my body language expert?
Lord Nityananda Prabhu's lotus feet. Through the original Guru, Lord Nityananda Prabhu, Srimati Radharani gives access.
Are there any genuine ISKCON preachers that anyone here? No, we don't. No, because there's no such thing as a genuine ISKCON preacher. I'm sorry. I hate to be the one to break it to you, but they're just not. You'd be better off. Listen, honestly, you'd be better off getting a Bhagavad Gita that's not Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita, and just read it. And if you want to chant, and go on with your life. I would not waste my time listening to these guys. They're scammers. All of them. Honest. You'd be better off, honestly, you'd be better off just like finding a Buddhist temple and going, or you go to any temple or church, you just walk in, say what you want to say, feel the way you want to feel, have your relationship with whatever you think it is there, and turn around and get on with your life and go there as often as you want. But I wouldn't talk to anybody. I wouldn't get involved with any priests, rabbis, reverends, ministers. I'd say, yeah, hi, nice to meet you and everything. I'm out. That's my advice. Guilty, no open eyes, just scamming. They keep their eye, yeah. Hey, I want to know from my body language expert, what does that mean?
To her inner circle of loving associates. By the mercy of Lord Nityananda Prabhu, we are accepted by Srimati Radharani to
Now I know from my body language guy that I watch, the closed eyes is stuff that you don't. When someone's talking to you and they saying stuff, people will close their eyes because they don't want to hear it, or they're in disbelief. It's like something happened, and they're like, and they close their. They're like, they either they don't want to hear it, they don't want to see it, they don't want to face it, they don't want to accept it. They're not so much lying, but just like disbelief, or I don't want to deal with it. I want to just close my eyes. Like, It is, and that's what that is. A lot of times, that's what that is. What that is.
Assist her in her eternal love.
Because he knows he's not being truthful. He knows what he's saying is bullshit.
Service of Sri Gopinath. Narottam Das Thakur has sung that the mercy of Lord Nityananda Prabhu, his compassion, his grace, is like the.
You said definitely there's only two I can bear to listen to. Most say, but they all say the same thing. There were some that I liked to listen to and some I didn't like to listen to. Mostly it was their charisma. It was their personality that I liked. It was the way they told a story. It was the way that they explained stuff. It was like the humor and their charisma, like my friends, even like Radha Kunda or whoever. Radha Kunda had a lot of charisma. He could tell a story and he could keep you interested, and he was kind of funny, and he had like a certain amount of charisma. But as far as what they're saying, it's the same. They're not saying anything. They're not saying anything. And listen next time. Next time you're listening to your favorite guru preaching, listen to what he's saying. What is that? What is he really saying? Yeah, that's my honest. That's my honest thing, man. That's my honest take on. That's my honest take on the whole thing. Let me get back to some more videos here. What is this? I gotta see what this is.
কোথায় থাকো? মহাপ্রভু আরতি দেখবেন, তাই তার ব্যবস্থা করে দিচ্ছিলাম। মহাপ্রভু মহাপ্রভু, আমি তো বুঝতে পারিনি তোমরা তো মহাপ্রভু মহাপ্রভু বলো কেন? আমি তো দেখতে পাচ্ছি ওর ঘোর উন্মাদ দশা।
Okay, so again, I gotta say again, I was having a conversation with Google about Chaitanya and whether he was a real person, and I was asking what is the actual historic evidence, and it starts off by saying it, and I gotta tell you, the Google these AI machines, because it's just a machine. These AI machines, they start off by telling you what they think, what it thinks you want to hear. So it starts off. I said, what is the historical evidence for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? What is the actual historical evidence? So it starts telling me that there's all this historical evidence, and so I say, okay, well, what is it? Specifically, what is it? Other than the biographies that were written by his followers, what historical evidence is there? So then it comes back and says, yeah, you're right. There is very little evidence. There's very little evidence for him being a real person. Like there is, there are mentions, and I said, well, where's the evidence of like this happening? Like where's the evidence of Eventually it agreed with me and said, yeah, it agreed and said, you're right. There is very little actual historical evidence other than just people saying that he lived and he was a real person and he did some things. Other than that, there really is, there's very little actual evidence, like documents. There's no grave, there's no samadhi, there's no resting place. There's, supposedly there's a piece of his dhoti, or there's a piece of a tooth, or I don't know, something, but I mean, hey, you verify that. Yeah, you got to push AI to extract anything close to facts. Yeah, you really do. You gotta You gotta challenge it. You gotta challenge it like a person. You gotta challenge it like a person and say, well, wait a minute. Are you telling me this? And then it'll come back and go, yeah, you're right. I used to watch that black and white movie about Lord Chaitanya me too. I thought it was so wonderful. I thought it was wonderful because it was old. It was in black and white, subtitled, and it was Chaitanya. I was fascinated with it. I was fascinated with it, like it was Charlie Chaplin or something. Epileptic Bengali parade. Yeah. So, like, where is the evidence that he debated these Buddhists or that Sarvabhauma? Where is it? There has to be something. Well, no, there's not. There's very little. Now, I'm not saying he didn't exist. He may have existed, and they just made up stories about him. But I'm just saying, where's the evidence? That's all. I'm just saying, where's the evidence? But this movie is really, the movie is pretty funny. If you go back and watch it now, yeah, all these swamis are freaks and guilty. Yet, what she's saying is that she can listen to a couple of them because they talk and they do like the Gora Hari thing. That's what she's saying. That she can listen to them and she can separate the bullshit and just focus on just their talking. I kind of get it because I remember I liked there were a couple of people that I liked listening to him talk. Krishna Kumar Swami had a way. He had some kind of charisma that was interesting when he tell a story. My friend Radhakunda, he had some charisma where when he would tell a story, it was interesting. It was funny and interesting. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah, they're all freaks and guilty. I was a freak, but I was a nice guy, and I was, I got some charisma. I guess I don't know. Maybe somebody thought I was cool. I don't know.
हरे कृष्णा। सभी भक्तों के लिए ये स्थान बहुत बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है। मैं इस समय अलारनाथ मंदिर में आया हूँ। भगवान जगन्नाथ जी 14 दिन के लिए जब उनको बुखार हो जाता है, इस अलारनाथ मंदिर में चतुर्भुज में दर्शन देते हैं। श्री गौरांग महाप्रभु को जो पता लगा कि जगन्नाथ जी दर्शन नहीं देंगे, वो इस स्थान पर भाग कर आए, प्रेम पूर्वक विरह में रोने लगे। और जिस शिला को उन्होंने प्रणाम किया था आगे, ये वही प्रेम शिला है। गौरांग महाप्रभु इतनी तीव्रता से ठाकुर जी को पुकार रहे थे कि पूरा शिला पिघल गया। अभी आप दर्शन कर सकते हैं अलारनाथ मंदिर से। ये गौरांग महाप्रभु का मुखमंडल, सर का ये यहाँ पर सर था, यहाँ पर 2 हाथ है और ऐसे पूरा का पूरा जो शरीर है, दंडवत प्रणाम 108।
People are mental. They're mental. The guy is mental. He's a mental patient. He's a mental patient, and he got out. He got out, and he escaped, and now he's playing with his rocks. He thinks he's playing with his rocks. Sectarianism is particularly dangerous because it can coexist with practice. One may chant, pray, or study scripture while simultaneously losing the ability to perceive the unity of all living beings. Well, but the unity of all living beings is them eating each other in a very violent way. It's not like all living beings on the planet live in harmony and are happy. No, we're all in a fight for survival, and it's not a pleasant situation at all. It's nothing to be happy about. This is just not. Yeah, you know, it's all they're all trying to just get on with their bhakti yoga and their raga nuga and rupa nuga, whatever it is. They're just trying to get on with it. They don't want to think about all the women that are harmed. They don't want to think about all the children that are harmed. They don't want to think about all the racism and the sexism, the child marriage and the pedophilia and the gurus that are abusing people. They don't want to think about that. Just like in Nepal, they finally arrested some people that were doing the abuse in the temple in ISKCON. I don't know all the details about it, but that shit is still going on. This child abuse and covering up and intimidation and death threats and violence and all of that shit is still going on. It's not like that's in the past.
Just walk away. There has been too much violence, too much pain. Just walk away, and there will be an end to the horror. Just walk away.
They want to have their festivals and do all their shit and act like shit ain't happening. And shit's always gonna happen because it's in their teachings. There's bullshit teachings about women are less intelligent, they like to be raped, your parents aren't your parents, your children aren't your children, so you can stick them in a school and let us abuse them if we want. Because they're not really your kids anyway. And then you just grow up like those kids that like those little kids that I showed you the video of those little kids in the Gurukula. Like a little kid hostage video. I love chanting japa. Oh really? 6-year-old little kid loves chanting japa. Give me a break. Fraud was a criminal. He was a total. This is disgusting. Disgusting. Yeah, that guy, the one saying that devotees are above the law, the guy that answers his phone while he's driving, and then lies to the cop. And that's what he's lecturing about. He's lecturing about how he broke the law, and then lied to the cop. And the cop caught him in the lie and said, "Don't, you're a monk. Why are you lying to me?" The cop had more sense than friggin' the Swami. And the Swami's sitting there acting like he was the smart one. Friggin', you know, that's what I'm saying about these people. They're all scammers. It's like this Gorahar. He wants to act like he's some guru. He's doing the same shit they're doing. Having sex with his disciples. He's bumming money from these people. He's saying he had a dream. He's a guru. He is a scammer just like all the rest of them. Guru paloozing around. Mentally harassing his followers into following him and worshiping him. Fucking guy's disgusting. They're all fucking disgusting. They're all lazy beggars. They're all lazy fucking beggars. They're all lazy beggars. Oh, I don't know if we saw this one last time, but maybe this is a new one. Let's see.
Right into this because this is such exciting news. So I went to Srila Gurudeva's Bhakti Store Warehouse and Srila Prabhupada's Bhakti Store Warehouse where their books are for sale, and we're overstocked. We're overstocked on multiple titles. So what are we going to do? It's time to do a clearance sale.
This is like a stupid ass. This is like an infomercial for Prabhupada's books. This is so stupid, and it's not. I don't even think it's Prabhupada's books. I think it's Narayan Maharaj books. Like, anybody's going to read that shit. I mean, come on. Like, seriously. This is so stupid. This Hare Krishna is so stupid. It's you know, just...
Hell! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Shut up with your books. Stupid ass books. Okay. Let's see. Let's get some more of these videos going here. We did that one. We did that one.
Hare Krishna. So we're doing an important question now. Before we did a video about...
Look at all of those books. Look at all of those books. It must have like a whole set of Bhagavatams, a whole set up on the back, on the top, another set of those 4 books. Those are like lecture books. There's all these books. There's so many books. And you know what? And all those books say is chant Hare Krishna. It's like a million friggin' pages to say the same thing over and over again. It's so stupid. It is so stupid. What I expect most of us ex-devotees here went out begging at some point during our time with it. Absolutely. We some of us did more than others, but I think we've all been out with a book at one point or another. Clearance on books that they themselves don't want or read. I know, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Yeah, hey, good to see you, man. Good to see you there. Yeah, like, share, and subscribe, man. Help me out. Help me out, man. We need to get these videos out. Yeah, we just repeating shit. If you just repeat and keep your, just try to keep it in your pants and you just keep repeating the same shit. Eventually you become, it's like a pyramid scheme. It's like a goddamn pyramid scheme.
Some LGBT stories, and devotees were asking more particular questions, specifically how to live in the world if we are homosexual. So we can understand this kind of thing in different ways. In the Vedic scriptures, sexual life itself is described to become something gross. It said that in this world, actually, everything is permeated with lust, and we're all kind of bound to some kind of sex desire. Until we can be liberated of these lower urges, these carnal urges, we cannot really transcend this world and enter the spiritual world.
Here we go with this. This is what I'm talking about, this bullshit. So he's saying, this is where they talk like this is a fact. The sex act is a lower vibration, a lower form. It's dirty, it's nasty, and we can't reach the higher levels and the higher stages of life and realization and love and whatever while we have these urges and this and the sex act and the this and that. Who says? Who says? Your stupid book? Your stupid book of stories that says there's a demon head eating the moon? That what I gotta? Your stupid book is eating where the demon head eats the moon is telling me that my sexual urge is wrong and nasty and evil and demonic and whatever because of your book, because of your book that was written 1,000 years ago that you think was written 5,000 years ago. Because you believe in some stupid stories. You got thoughts on homosexuality based on a book that was written 1,000 years ago by people that want you to believe it was written 5,000 years ago. And you think that book is going to have some kind of relevance on my life today or on anybody's life today? What are you, fucking retarded?
So ultimately, we're trying to go from calm to prem, from lust to love, pure love. And this material lust comes in different forms, whether it's heterosexual or homosexual. Ultimately, if it's materially driven, materially full of material attachment, then it's something that's hampering our spiritual progress. So that's one thing. Now, in the Varnashram system, Krishna says in the Gita, I am that sex life or calm for the propagation of children that are brought up in a spiritual culture. So Krishna says like that. He said, if you're a proper Varnashram system.
Okay, well then why were so many kids abused in your Gurukula, in Prabhupada's Gurukula system, and in all of your friggin' Gaudiya Vaishnava Bhakti Yoga bullshit. You know, they talk all this bullshit, but their communities are horrible. Horrible for children, horrible for women, horrible for marriage. You got pedophilia rampant. You got gurus molesting little boys, gurus molesting little girls. And meanwhile, you're going to sit there and talk about how sex is bad, sex is this, sex is that. And you can't see that you're friggin' creating these goddamn monsters, these goddamn pedophiles and these predators with your fucking grooming. All you're doing is grooming. You groom women to be victims and children to be victims and men to be friggin' predators. It's fucking disgusting. With your 12-year-old wives and all of this crap. That's all I think about when I see these people now. Your fucking child marriage and your pedophiles and your molesting little kids. You fucking gurus think you're fucking deserve flowers and worship and all of this. Meanwhile, you fucking got the most disgusting fucking cult on the planet. Meanwhile, you think you're fucking the holiest friggin' shit. Swear to God. I swear. These are some of the most disgusting people on the planet. These Bhavanandas and Jayatirthas and Tamal Krishnas and Gauraharis. Fucking Gaurahari. Telling people he's dreamed, he's a guru, he's given them, he's the most advanced person on the planet. He's the true line. What does he say? He says here, he thinks he's the true successor to Prabhupada. His mission is restoring Lord Chaitanya's original teachings, and which were lost by mainstream organizations. He thinks he's the successor of Srila Prabhupada. Trash Pulp Fiction. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, book distribution was a real chore at times. It was sometimes. I remember being down in Venice Beach, man, and it was hell. It was hell. I went down there with some books trying to and I when it was Harinam and it was a group, then that was different. But going down there just trying to hustle some books, man, that was not for me. In the Vinu Samadhi, it is said, a person who is greedy to get worship, praise, and money from his disciple is not a true spiritual master. A true spiritual master is an ocean of mercy. Yeah, this whole ISKCON shit where the guru is the spiritual master is your life and soul and this and that, and you worship him and you call him this and you wash his feet and you drink it. That's all fucking bullshit. I'm sorry, man. I'm just telling you how it is. Some bullshit. That is some Prabhupada cult leader bullshit. That's not ordinary friggin' religion, okay? That is some fucking cult bullshit. That is some cult bullshit, man. So now I got another video, some more videos by Tim. Let's see what this is. friggin' clown and all his clown followers.
Wonderful. Excellence. Excellence.
They all gotta. It's just so goofy. It's so goofy. It's so goofy.
Your family. Oh, high class of drama.
Yeah.
It's so goofy how they all gotta look like him. They all gotta look like him. They all gotta have the beard. They all gotta have the little beard like him. These people are not mentally stable people. I'm serious, man. Can you imagine if all of you people that watch this live stream, this good rice, if you all like dressed up like me and came in here to watch me, and you're all dressed like me, looking like me, calling me Guru Dave. I mean, it's friggin' insanity. It's goddamn insanity, man. I'm telling you.
All were very happy.
Yeah.
Thank you. I like your daughter's speech. Very expensive. And she remembers so many slokas. And in melody.
Well, like, what has this guy ever done? Like, what is this guy, Maharaj? Like, what the fuck has he ever done? Except scam people. Scam people. He's telling people, I'm, if you wash my feet, you touch my feet, you dress like me, call me Guru Dave, do whatever, and I'm going to take you back to God. Like, you can take me back to God. It's just so fucking stupid. It's just, it boggles my mind that in the year 2026, this shit's still going on. This shit's still going on. Where people think that these friggin' God men are gonna take them back to God, are gonna take them to a cow planet, so they can become a 12-year-old girl and have sex with Krishna. This is fucking insane. Look how much these fools were scammed, and I was scammed. How much all these fools, you know. No, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. Goddamn scammer. These guys, this is scammer. There's no mercy. There is no mercy. Where's the mercy for what? Mercy from what? All these guys, I'm saving this conditioned souls. Saving the conditioned souls from what? How's Prabhupada going to save somebody when he couldn't even save himself? He couldn't even stop his own disciples from poisoning him. He couldn't stop anything. He couldn't make toothpaste. It would cause your teeth to fall out. He couldn't do shit. And people worshiping these people like they've done something. I'm telling you, fucking trash collector deserves more respect than this piece of shit. This guy ain't done shit, never did shit. None of these people have ever done shit. None of them. Scammers. Nothing but scammers. I know, nobody wants anything that has to do with this bullshit. Yeah, if anything, Krishna is not. Yeah, I agree with you. If anything, if the literature teaches us anything, Krishna was not a good guy. Yeah, I'm my own guru. I don't need these people. What do I need these people for? Well, so they can tell me that pedophilia is good and child marriage is good, racism is good, and women are have small brains, and women like to be raped, and I should have a 12-year-old wife. That's the only thing they're good for. Is telling people that's all they do. That's all they do. Scam people, ruin people's lives. I'm fucking disgusted with them. I'm sick of them. I know, look at all these losers. All these losers, man. I hope they're all out. I hope they're all out. Honestly, I do, man. They're just
Today you should be prepared. You have enough
Iran. Scammers, all of them. All of them. All they do is ruin people's lives 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. They just ruin people's lives. That's all they do. They're out there recruiting people into this goddamn cult that does nothing but ruin people's lives. That's all it does. It doesn't give anybody Prema Bhakti. It doesn't give anybody Bhava. It doesn't give anybody Mahabhava. It doesn't give anybody Rupa Nuga. It doesn't give anybody Raga Nuga. It doesn't give anybody anything. It's nothing. Zip, zero, zilch. You get nothing from this bullshit. Absolutely nothing. Now, you might find it fun. I ain't going to tell you that you're not having fun when you're jumping up and down or banging a drum or clanging a little chingy ching, whatever you're doing. People do that all the time at the beach, at the drum circle, at the park. They go and they play music and they ching ching and they bang bang and they dance around at a concert or a Grateful Dead, whatever. Ain't no different. That's fun. Fun is fun. Going back to God, that is nonsense, okay? That is nonsense. Thinking that you're jumping around and thinking that you're jumping around and doing a that's just being a douche. You're just a scumbag douche nozzle. It ain't doing nothing for nobody. And if that ain't doing nothing for nobody, this ain't doing nothing for nobody. It never has, it never will. The only thing it does is it harms people. It harms little children is what it does. Yeah, if you can do that, man, I'll initiate you. If you can grow this haircut, if you can do this, I'll initiate you myself. All right, we'll do the swaha and the whole thing. Absolutely. Yeah, go to your mouth. This freaking stupid shit, stupid ass shit. Oh, what's this one? Oh, we're gonna get some old timers here. Let's see. What's this? 1967. Oh, we're going back. Hey, a little blast from the past, everybody. 1967, San Francisco, at the Hare Krishna Temple in Haight-Ashbury on, what was that, Franklin or Douglas Street or something? I forget.
It goes boom, 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 I can dance. Boom, 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 yay. Sing it with me, and then you'll know. Boom, 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 yay. You go, lady. Boom, 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 yay.
Has the whole world gone crazy? Am I the only one around here who gives a shit about the rules?
Man, if we only had, if we only had a time machine, if we only had a time machine and we could go back and we could stop Prabhupada from getting off of that boat and we just send him back to India, no, you can't get off from immigration. We're ICE. The ICE, sorry, but we're ICE, and you can't get off that boat. You got to turn your little stinky Indian ass back, and turn around, and go back. And if we could just do that, if we could just go back in time and stop Prabhupada from getting off that boat. Look at the craziness. Absolutely, man. Look at the look at the craziness. Look at this old time crazy, man. Give me that old time crazy.
It goes boom, 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 I can dance. Boom, 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 yay. You sing it with me, and then you'll know. Boom, 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 yay. You go, lady. Boom, 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 yay.
You go, lady. So sad. It's so sad. Some of those people ended up being in it for life. They never left. Some of those people never left. Some of those people, that's a Swami right there. That guy's probably a Swami. He probably... There's probably a Swami right there. Oh, God. Look at those. They have no idea. They have no idea what they're in for. They thought they were just being hippies. If Prabhupada was still alive, I would have gone and took care of him myself. We were all in it, man. We were all in it. We were in it. We were in it. We were in it. We were delusional. We were in it. It's insane. Those are some real crazies. Those are some of the original crazies. Those are some of the original crazies that started it all. Those are some legacy. Those are some legacy crazies right there. Those are some crazies, man. Yeah, the chanting of the Maha Mantra is kind of mesmerizing when you're first new to it, and it's surprisingly easy to fall under its sway. It's only later it becomes a struggle. Yeah, for me, I didn't start chanting japa. I didn't start chanting japa for probably a year. But I would go to the kirtan and I'd jump up and down and I would dance and do that. And then gradually I got into chanting japa. I had beads, I just wasn't chanting. I had beads, I had bead bag, and I would kind of fake chant like I was trying to chant, but I couldn't really get into chanting. At least 6 months to a year, and then I started chanting. Yeah, fake ecstasy. Yeah, yeah, Gary's confused. Gary's trying to get out, but he doesn't know how, and I don't know how to get him out either. Yeah, it's sad that some hippies got sucked into it, became Hare Krishnas, and never left, man. It is really sad. That is some sad thing. I think Gary's one of them. I think Gary's one of them, man. I think I'm gonna do one more, maybe a couple more. We're getting down to the end here. Let's see, what's this?
Hare Krishna, glory to
Hey, there
Prabhupada.
he
A few
is.
words
There he
about
is.
the child abuse scandal and the GBC cover-up on it. I feel guilty for not having spoken up. I knew about this child abuse going on in the Gurukul in Mayapur here since about 11 years. I read that book, which I recommend everyone reads, My Fault, My Karma. You can get it on Amazon. About 5 years ago, a friend of mine, told me about the horrors that were going on.
My Fault, My Karma. I don't know about that. I don't know if I can handle reading a book called My Fault, My Karma. about child abuse.
In that Gurukul among the boys, how he himself had to carry the sticks that Bhaktivedanta Purna Swami would use to, Bhaktivedanta Anirudeshavapu would use to hit children so hard that they would bleed. All right, so I feel guilty, and I think and I'm speaking here, most of us who are hearing this, who are hearing me, thanks, by the way, I'll make it really short, we're second generation devotees, right? And so even though I'm not diminishing our fault of not having spoken up loud and clear, but I'll make this claim that the fault goes all the more on the shoulders of the first generation.
No, see, he's wrong. He's wrong, and I'm going to say it like this. This is where people don't understand. You know that there's all this bullshit in this cult. You know about the child abuse. You know about covering up the child abuse. You know about the racism. You know about the sexism. You know about all of this shit. You don't just know about the child abuse. If you know about the child abuse, you know about other shit too. And you're not just guilty of not speaking out. You're guilty of promoting this cult, knowing what it does to people. This isn't. It's not like it's done. This shit's still going on. They just arrested some people today, and you're too stupid to understand that it's the teachings itself. It's the movement itself that causes the harm. It's not the individual people. People come in, you're going to always have this kind of problem because your teachings, your books, your scriptures say women have small brains. Women are like to be raped. Your children aren't really your children. Black people are ugly and belong in the jungles. You can smack your wife around if there's a problem. 12-year-old girls make perfect wives for 19-year-old men. This is the problem. And you're in this cult. If you cared about the children, if you cared about the harm this cult is doing, you would leave it. You would leave it. You would say, I'm done. I'm done. I can't be part of this.
Just walk away. There has been too much violence, too much pain. Just walk away, and there will be an end to the horror. Just walk away.
These people are so stupid. It's like it's like working for a company that just harms people and murders people. And you're like, well, it pays the bills. At least I got a job. Hey, they pay me $15.99 an hour. I'm making $20 an hour. I know it harms a lot of people. I know we rape and kill and harm everybody we come in contact, but hey, it's a job. No, well, you don't have to do it. You don't have to do this. Why are you so stupid? Why are you promoting gurus that molest children? Promoting teachings that say that women like to be raped. Teachings that say that women have small brains. Teachings that say that black people are ugly and belong in the jungle. And that they're drunkards, and if you build a library, they'll just come for drinking. When people hear, when people read that shit, what do you think that goes through their minds? What are you teaching people? They can't. People cannot grasp the fact that they've been scammed and that their whole livelihood has been a joke. I know. He wants to act like, well, I'm in a cult. I'm in this organization that has abused and continues to abuse so many people, and I'm promoting it. You're promoting it. In fact, you're trying to bring more people in because you're saying we're not bringing enough people in because I don't want people to have to wear a dhoti, and I think that's my solution to the problem is that if people just wore regular clothes, we could spread this bullshit even farther and harm even more people. These people are sick. He's in the yoga pit, Gaudiya Mat. The planetarium thing is in the back, and this is the guy. He won't put on a dhoti, and this guy is so lost. This guy is so lost. It's just he's got Harvard dumbass Goswami's polo shirt hanging in his house because he thinks it's a holy relic. It's friggin' insanity, man. That's insanity. He's got Harvard dumbass's polo hanging like it's a relic, like it's part of Buddha's friggin' cloth or something. Buddha's sandal. Like he's got Buddha's sandal, friggin' insanity, man. Fucking, they can't walk away. These fools, they can't walk away. They just can't. They just can't. How do you know Radha? Oh, okay. So this guy, this guy. These people are clueless, man. I'm telling you.
And specifically those who have accepted official managerial positions in the institution. The school where this abuse was going on was not a Vaishnava friendly or a Vaishnava independent school, like, a Christian school that's not part of any church, or, a Catholic school that's not officially, affiliated with the Catholic Church. This was an insider school. This is a school that actually belongs and is run by the institution. So the managers of that institution, right? How did they react? Just recently, I heard that, I'll be frank, I'm going to call out names here. Bhakti Vaibhav Swami from Germany. Apparently he's had a change of heart, and he's like, quote unquote, really disgusted about the abuse that was going on in that school. And it's like, excuse me, Maharaj? I mean, that's nice. But as Dr. Govinda Prabhu, who was the former CPO, in charge, has pointed out, the 1991 report on Bhakti Vidya Purna.
I'm gonna jump in here. I'm gonna stop this, and I'm gonna say, as a parent of a child that was abused in this cult by these fucking disgusting people, and seeing how they responded, seeing how they reacted, seeing exactly how they treat victims of sexual abuse or of any kind of abuse. These people are disgusting. I know firsthand exactly what happens. Hey, Contentment John, good to see you. Glad you stopped by. Speaking from experience, absolutely. Speaking from experience, I know exactly how these people react when there's a case of abuse. I know how they treat the victims. I know how they treat the victims' families. I know how the whole community reacts. I know how the community treats victims. I know how the community treats families. I know exactly what happens in this cult. I know. I lived it. I experienced it. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest with you. There's a lot of devotees that have joined way before I did, were Prabhupada disciples, joined before I did, maybe left before I did, maybe left after I did, maybe they were temple presidents. I don't give a fuck. Nobody can tell me anything. I've done so much in this bullshit cult. I've met so many people. I've been so many places, had so much bullshit happen to me, bullshit happened to my daughter. Ain't nobody can tell me jack shit about this cult. No fucking Naguth, no fucking Gary, no fucking Gaurahari, no fucking Radhanath, no Yashodanandan. Ain't nobody can tell me shit about this cult that I don't already fucking know. There might be some details and some shit I don't know, like that woman in France that set herself on fire. I'm not saying I know every single detail, but I know. I know what needs to be known. That's what's important. And idiots like this ain't got a clue. Ain't got a fucking clue. Wants to stand up there and talk about child abuse in ISKCON, and you fucking idiot. If you're in it, there's nothing you can do if you're in it. As long as you're in it and you're distributing these books and promoting your dumbass, Harvard dumbass guru and all these fucking gurus, you're perpetuating the abuse. Sorry. You're too dumb to realize it. You're too fucking stupid to realize it. That you're the fucking problem. You are the problem, dude. You're the problem. And you can make all the videos you want, but you're the fucking problem. And you're too stupid to see what the fuck is going on. Goddamn right. Justice for Beige Loaf. Absolutely. She never got justice. I'm telling you right now. She never got justice. I never got justice. We got just discarded. We got just thrown away. Bhakti Vaibhava Swami, former associate of Hansa Duda and Hare Krishna, implicated in every scam since, was or still is active GBC member, know him personally. Yeah, they're all the same. They're all narcissistic personality disorder. I'm telling you, man, every single one of them, including this guy, including people like this. People like this, they think they deserve to be worshipped. They think that they deserve respect when he hasn't done a goddamn thing in his life. He wants to be called His Grace, Chandra Shekhar, whatever. His Grace this, His Grace. He ain't fucking, what the fuck has he ever done? Hey, this Gorahar, he thinks he's friggin' the whatever. What the fuck? He's never opened a temple, sold a book, written a book. He can't even write a pamphlet explaining what the fuck he believes. He can't even do that. Write a pamphlet. Says what I believe. Can't even do that. Lazy fuck. He wants to be fucking, he wants $7,000 of somebody's hard-earned money so he can go do this in Europe. Give me a break. $7,000 so he can go do that in Europe. That's it. I'm done. I'm done. Okay, I'll do one more. I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do one more. Let me see. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to do this one. And then...
Only need 100 Thai words to understand 60% of daily Thai conversations.
Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5th, Chapter 12, Text number 12. Raho kadaitat tapasanayati, nate jaya nirvapaha drunadva. All devotees are requested to mute themselves.
Please mute yourself. Everybody, आप अपने को mute करिए, please.
साधु कृपा प्रभु. न छंदसा नैव जलाग्नि सूर्ये विना महत्पादरजोभिषेकम्. Translation. Unless one has the opportunity to smear his entire body with the dust of the lotus feet of the great devotees, one cannot realize the absolute truth. One cannot realize the absolute truth simply by observing celibacy, brahmacharya, strictly following the rules and regulation of householder life, living home as a vanaprastha, accepting sannyas, or...
So this is these fucking scammers trying to find a verse, so they can let Lokanath Swami off the hook for abusing some little girl. So here they are, they're going to read a verse from the scriptures and figure out a way to let him go. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing here.
Undergoing severe penances in the winter by keeping oneself submerged in the water and surrounding oneself in the summer by a fire and the scorching heat of the sun. There are many other processes. Understand the absolute truth, but
They're actually this is so stupid because they're looking in the scriptures that says that child marriage is okay and pedophilia is okay, and they're looking in there for a reason to let him go. I mean, just let him go. I mean, come on, you're gonna look at we're gonna look in the book where everybody's molesting little kids. Well, let's look in there and see what it says. Let's see what that book says. Oh, what do you know? Hey, what do you know? I found it. Hey guys, I found it. Which of the 5,000 verses do you want to use? Because there's like 5,000 verses that say it's okay to molest little kids. I mean, we marry them, we molest them, we take them away from their parents, we beat the fuck out of them. You know, which verse do you want? Well, just pick one. Mental illness. It's all mental illness. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, Travis. This cult does not help with mental issues, but unfortunately, it does prey on those who have experienced heavy trauma. Yeah, and that's another reason why it's so fucking disgusting. Like this, these guru, and not just this dancing Muppet guru, but all these ISKCON gurus. If you go in there, you go to any of these gurus, and you say, I really like Krishna consciousness, but my boyfriend doesn't like it. And he's, and they'll say, well, fuck your boyfriend. Move into the temple. Just move out. Move into the ashram. They have no problem breaking up families, breaking up relationships. It's the last place you want to go and tell a guru that you're having problems. I'm having mental problems. I'm really depressed. Oh, you need to move into the ashram and chant Hare Krishna. That'll fix that. Oh, I'm having suicidal thoughts. Ah, you need to move into the ashram and chant Hare Krishna. Go to Mangalarti. That'll fix that. Everything is just move into the ashram, chant Hare Krishna. That'll fix that. It makes everything worse, and that makes it worse. And those that don't have mental issues, they definitely have it after you join. Absolutely. All the anxiety, the years of anxiety of not having your rounds finished, and I gotta make them up tomorrow, or I gotta whatever, or just I'm gonna skip them, and now I feel I didn't chant. Oh my God! And I didn't get up for Mangalartik, and then I didn't do this, and I gotta distribute books, and I didn't read, and I can't eat until I offer this prasadam, and oh fuck, this. Give me a break, okay? Give me a break. 100% agree. Yeah, there's too much. There's too much going on in your head.
Man, I've got certain information. All right, certain things have come to light, and has it ever occurred to you that instead of running around blaming me, given the nature of all this new shit, this could be a lot more complex. I mean, it might not be just such a simple, And
it's not. It's not a simple, It's not at all. It's hard. There's no chanting and be happy. It's chant and be miserable. It's chant and be miserable. Yeah. Heartbreak, PTSD is what you'll get in this fucking bullshit Krishna cult. Wasted time. You'll waste your time that you'll never get back. Every moment you waste in this cult is gone, never to return. It's just gone. Gone, gone, gone. Okay, let's see. I got one more. I got one more. All right, you ready, everybody? We're gonna do one more. And where is it? Where'd it go?
Party by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and our Sankirtan leader Sitaram Prabhu are setting out on a short but spiritually exciting trip to Join us in this beautiful journey of spreading the holy name and experiencing the divine mercy of Lord Vithala. Your presence, prayers and support means everything to us.
Oh, so they want money. They want money. They want support. That means they want money. You know, they want to go Guru Palooza. They want to go around selling books, and they want you to pay for it. They want other people to pay for their whatever you want to call it. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't sound like fun to me, but whatever they're gonna do, they want you to pay for it. That's what this cult is. This cult is nothing but scamming. This Gora Hari wanted $7,000 so he could just go on a tour around Europe and do what? Do this? I mean, seriously, the idea that he was trying to raise $7,000 so he could go do this. I don't know what's crazier, that or this.
With hearts full of enthusiasm, we have loaded our bus with transcendental books, musical instruments for Harinam Sankirtan, and kitchen items to continue our seva on the way. So let's make this unforgettable by chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If I I'm gonna tell you right now. If I went to Houston with Nishringananda to videotape that Tamal Krishna thing, and they said, okay, before we start shooting, we got to go do that. And we had to go do this, and they said, you gotta, we're gonna go, we're all gonna get on a bus, and we're gonna drive around Houston, and we're gonna.
Hearts full of enthusiasm, we have loaded our bus with transcendental books, musical instruments for Harinam Sankirtan, and
I would have said no. I would have said, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I came here to video. I came here to do video. If they told me I had to get on a bus and we're going to go do some Harinam
items to continue our seva on the way. So let's make this unforgettable by chanting Hare Krishna, Hare.
I would not have gotten on the bus. If they said, hey, Mike, the bus is out there. If I walked on that bus and I saw these guys, I would have said, hey, I'm catching the next flight back to LA. I'm not doing this. There's no way. There's no way. Gorahari is friggin', he's a mental case. These people are mental case. You can't tell me this is not a fucking cuckoo's nest on wheels. It's a fucking cuckoo's nest on wheels, man. I'm telling you, these people are insane. They're just goddamn insane. They're insane. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, thank you, Travis, for coming in here, for sharing, subscribing. Believe me, man, every one of you makes it so much more wonderful. Everything. Yeah, they let Lokanath off. It's such a blow. It's such a blow to the children, but children probably don't care. Yeah, you know, he does have. He does have some weirdness. He's a pretty weird guy. I'm gonna tell you right now. He's a pretty weird guy, and I think he's dangerous, and that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Damn, I'm at Detroit Airport, not a fucking Christian in sight. Man, a lot of comments. Everyone wearing their cosplaying uniforms. Yep, everybody, they are into it. They're into it. They got their books. They got their costumes on. They got their shaved heads, and they are ready to go, man. That's
Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
It goes boom, 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 boom. I can dance. Yay! You sing it with me, and then you'll know. Boom, 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 yay! Boom, 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 yay! You go, lady.
You go, lady. You do it, and then you'll know. Hey, everybody, I've had so much fun. It's great getting back on after having my internet out for 2 days. I don't know what was happening with that, but it's great to be back. It's great to see everybody. I want to thank everybody for being here and joining in. Jenna Morton and Jeff and Fake Human and Rafal and Fake Human and Liam and Duke of Squirrels and Sardines and Nagut, whoever you are, and who else was here? Weird Planet, and Fake Human again. Contentment John, good to see you, Contentment John, and who else we got? Gary, man, good to see you, man. Keep coming in here, man. I like it when you're here. Come in here. And who else? I don't know who else was here. If I missed your name, I'm really sorry. Tim, of course, was Tim with the videos, and I Look Up 22. Good to see you here. Thanks for coming back. And who else was here? I can't remember everybody that was here. I think that was it. Anybody else? You got to speak up next time. Speak up or forever hold your peace. Jolynn was here. Thanks for coming, stopping by, Jolynn. AJ was here. Thanks for stopping by, AJ. And Big Bobby Brooks was here. Good to see you, Big Bobby Brooks. And I think that's gonna do it, right? I think that's going to do it. Hey, everybody, thank you so much. Everybody have a great day, great night, great morning, great afternoon, great evening. If you're hungry, have a great brunch. Have some great luck. Please stay out of a cult. And, hey, this is me. And this is a new closing because I redid the closing. I figured, hey, it's time to redo the closing. And here we go.
Thank you.